Hello there everybody, it is me FreezerBunny and welcome to Oasis Springs. So today we're going to be building my second Sims 4 house building video in real time, and today it is going to be located in Oasis Springs. So the lot that we're actually going to build on is the lot that was originally owned by the land grab family, so I had to say goodbye to them. I have to move them out and pretty much demolish everything that they had. But anyway, today we're actually going to be building an Italian inspired home called Villa Capra La Rotonda, otherwise simply known as Villa La Rotonda, and it is a very famous house, by the way. So if you guys don't know what it's called, I'm pretty sure if you guys see the finished product or Google some pictures of it, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna know what it's gonna look like. So first things first, what we're gonna do is change the lot information here. So far we don't have any bedrooms and any bathrooms, and we're gonna be doing that later. And we're gonna change the name of the lot from Affluista Mansion to Villa La Rotonda. Rotonda. You guys see how it's spelled? Okay, and I'm pretty sure you guys can already guess, because I'm pretty sure you guys saw the title of this video already. So anyway, really quickly, I'm gonna do this like as fast as possible, just because I don't know, I just want to challenge myself to do faster videos and stuff like that. So anyway, the villa is Italian in design, pretty much, of course, and it was designed by a famous person called Andrea Palladio. And actually, because I'm studying architecture right now, I'm very familiar with his works. So this is one of the most beautiful houses in my own personal opinion. And like many of my house videos, this is also gonna be very symmetrical and all that good stuff. So I'm just starting off by pretty much placing the facade of it. I pretty much have like, oh come on, okay, let's do that. So I have an image in my mind of how the villa is gonna look like, and yeah, so I'm very interested to see how this thing's gonna turn out. The villa is obviously Italian in design, and it was built during the Renaissance, and pretty much it's very unique because like all the four sides of it are equal designs, and you guys know how much I love symmetry, and I just don't, I feel like it is a very special building as well. So yeah, anyway, let's add let's add a foundation now, and it's going to be sitting on top of the tallest foundation that we can have. And then let's place a square deck here, like that. Oh my, okay, let's see here, like that, I guess, I don't know. And then like that, and then let's actually make it like, how many tiles is that already? Okay, let's make it, yeah, like that. And then I'm just trying my best to remember the facade of it. But anyway, this is the Sims 4 version of that house. There is no way, shape, and form this is an exact replica. I'm just telling you guys that because, of course, we are doing this in a game that is, very limited. All the Sims games are very limited, and it is impossible to recreate anything that you have in real life. How do we delete this? I want to delete that actually. Delete that. Yeah, there we go. So it's impossible to create or to recreate anything in real life exactly the same in the Sim. So this is kind of gonna be like the Sim version of what the Villa Rotonda is gonna look like. And there's also gonna be some stairs over here as well that lead to the ground floor. So hopefully that is pretty much how tall it is. Let's see here. Nope, it is okay. I'm thinking we need to do that because there's also gonna be some columns there, so I'm thinking the columns would not be able to be placed because of the stairs. I'm not so sure though. So anyway, so yeah, I'm actually doing this video in real time as well because the previous Trianon video actually got a lot of positive feedback. So I'm really interested to see how you guys react to this video, and hopefully it's also gonna be some positive feedback as well. And I'm really excited to hear what you guys think of this house and just what you guys have to say, I guess. Anyway, what looks better? I think the square one looks a little bit better, and yeah, I like the square one, and it's probably gonna be in that color. So anyway, yeah, so I'm doing this in real time right now, and probably the next couple of videos will also be done in real time as well, until you guys like get tired of all the super long videos, because I'm pretty sure these are going to be hours long. But some people actually like that, so you know what, whatever. I'm doing this for myself as well as for you guys who are subscribed to me, you know, so yeah. But yeah, like I've said, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, so hopefully if you guys want to see more of these videos, just comment down below and I will definitely keep making some for you guys. Let's get that mailbox out of the way. And yes, that is pretty much it for the facade of this villa, and then we are actually going to go work on the interiors of it as well. We are gonna start with the sides of it actually. So let's see here, let's make a 4x4, I guess. That is actually a little bit small, but I'm thinking we don't have any windows that are gonna be large enough. I'm not sure. Do we have like a large 1x1 or 3x3 or something like that? Nope, this is a 2x2. Oh, that's lovely actually. Ooh, I can't wait. Oh, I freaking can't wait. Anyway, let's make it 6x6. I don't know. I mean, yeah. How does that look like? Yeah, that looks a little bit better, but it's kind of big though. What do you guys think? It's a little bit big, but we can always like free transform everything anyway, and later on if it's like too big or if it's too small. Is that like 6x6 already? Okay. And I wish we can copy this. Oh. Yeah, we can't. I wish we can copy the room because I don't want to go out of my way and like save it in the gallery and all that stuff just so I can copy. You guys get what I mean? Anyway, let's see here. So make sure that that is 6x6, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And then I'm actually looking at the floor plans on my cell phone here, and it is about to run out of battery. So this is gonna be really interesting. And then it has like that thing. If you guys are wondering where I found the freaking floor plans, Wikipedia, of course, and you literally find everything there. And let's just make this a square. How much? 4, 8, 12. Oh, it's a 12x12. Such a large space, actually. And how many tiles is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You guys know how obsessed I am with like symmetry and stuff like that. So, you know, since we don't have like the counter for the number of tiles that our walls and floors occupy, like unlike in The Sims 3 where it had, so you guys can't see anything. You guys can't see any numbers that tell us how many walls and how many floors we've played so far. And I honestly miss that feature from The Sims 3 just because it made my life so easier, because I want my buildings to be so freaking precise that I really need that feature in order to thrive. But whatever, it'll work out somehow. It is a very large house though. I'm not so sure. Okay, I'm thinking probably the house is gonna be like, you know, I'm considering making the house just one story entirely, even though there's an upper floor. There's gonna be an upper floor, I'm pretty sure. But probably, maybe like that, I don't know. And then, okay, I'm just copying the floor plans here, you guys. So anyway, I think that looks freaking awesome. And yes, I just said the word awesome again. You guys, someone actually commented below, I mean commented in the comments area down below that I say freaking awesome like all the time. So I'm gonna try to think of other like words to describe the awesomeness that I feel, I guess. Ah, I said it again. Ooh, so anyway, oh, it is a gigantic house though. Another really special feature of this house is that it has a dome. You guys, it has a freaking dome, which is actually quite gorgeous. You know, it is the inspiration for many of the world's most famous buildings, including the White House. So if you guys are from the States, you guys are gonna be really familiar with that. And yes, the White House building has been inspired by this one, I believe. I'm not so sure. I'm just basing things off from what I've read online. So not necessarily an expert at this type of things, but I am, you know, I really do like this kind of style, so I do know quite a bit if you guys are wondering. And then let's do the exact same thing. So as usual, for the first part, we're probably gonna be doing just the exterior and the floor plan pretty much, and then for the second and the continuing parts, I'm not even sure how long this series is gonna last. I totally don't have any idea. Probably 5 to 6 videos, hopefully shorter. And then let's see here, 1 2 3 4. I think that's yeah, it's one tile too much. And then let's see here, what else do I need to do? Let's put a hole in that, I guess. And there we go. Ooh, crap, what just happened? That was weird. Okay, never mind. Let's just put a hole in that. Whew, this is so freaking, I don't know. It's quite stressful as well because, you know, unlike my normal house building videos, these ones are actually like off the cuff, you guys get what I mean? I'm like just trying to remember as much as I can from the building, and I'm pretty much just, you know, hoping that I do it justice, I guess. And then let's remove the fences as well. I'm pretty sure you guys probably have a problem with the length of the videos, but I really can't do anything about it because, you know, it takes me forever to build, and I do try my best to give you guys like entertaining commentary. So I don't know, maybe you guys can comment down below what type of, you know, what type of commentaries I should do. Like maybe you want me to tell more about the history of the building even though I know very little, or maybe you guys want to hear about my history in The Sims or something like that, or maybe you guys want to know more about my personal life. I'm gonna be completely fine with that as well. So anyway, just comment down below. You guys know how much I love you guys for interacting with me, so just please, I need some human interaction. I'm already like a loner inside my bedroom doing these house building videos. So no, I'm kidding. I love doing these for you guys. And actually, I also am doing this for myself. You know, as cliche as it may sound, I'm really like doing this for myself because I have seriously wanted to do this like since forever. Like I've been dreaming that I wanted to do this. Ever since I did the triangle and ever since I got the positive feedback, I was really thinking of the buildings that would, oh my god, okay, don't tell me it's lopsided. No, it's not. I friggin' hope it's not. Yes, it is. Oh, this is what I hate. I hate this thing so much. Okay, I hate lopsidedness. Like, that is the bane of my existence. My god. The words I'm using here, you guys. But anyway, okay, there we go. There we go, that is better. And then this is what this is why I miss the Sims 3 wall counting mechanism, or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. But it tells me how many walls I'm placing and like how, you know, how thick it is, how long it is, and how wide it is, and pretty much. So I really miss that because it made my life so easier. But I'm gonna stop complaining because I also love The Sims 4 as well. You know, I'm enjoying it so far, and my gameplay is really getting so much more interesting. So I can't wait for you guys to see more episodes of my Let's Play. But anyway, most of you guys actually are watching me for these videos, so yeah, I would really appreciate if you guys like, you know, gave my Let's Plays a chance. Probably I'm promoting myself, but you know what? I do build houses in my Let's Plays. Mostly I renovate the houses that they live in, but yeah, probably I'm gonna be moving my family in one of these houses in the future. It depends on which one is my favorite and depends on which one, you know, my family can afford, but I am definitely gonna be moving them in one of these houses in the future. Anyway, so next thing that we're gonna do is the upper level, and it has a very stout upper level. That's why I'm thinking whether I need it or not. I don't think I need to place anything there. It's just probably gonna be like decorations and stuff, but it is going to be like as short as possible, I guess, or maybe not. Oh no. Okay, let's make it tall, and then this one, it's like maybe like that or something, I don't know. But yeah, that looks cool actually. Now we are going to get to the fun part. So let's see here. how many boxes? I mean, like, this is 6 by 6, right? Okay, so I'm gonna build 6 by 6 boxes here. Hopefully it's not like lopsided. 3 6 3 6, and then, oh my god, I'm counting. This is like a math subject, but I miss the freaking counter. I really do, from The Sims 3. You guys are probably gonna hate me for complaining about that, but I honestly really miss it, you know, together with like creative style and the open world. Yeah. I don't even want to talk about it, you guys. But anyway, let's see what kind of roofs we can put in this house actually. So that's that. Okay, I have some bad news for you guys. There are no domes in The Sims 4, and I don't think there's any option to build one. So yeah, we're stuck with like square roofs. You guys are probably wondering, that is supposed to be a dome, you guys. It's supposed to be round. Obviously we can't do that in The Sims 4 because there are no curved walls, and there's, even if we had curved walls, there's actually no curved roofs or circular roofs or even octagonal roofs. I was hoping there were, but no, there aren't. So we're stuck with a square one, but we can actually make it kind of curved, I guess. So I'm just gonna show you guys what we can do pretty much. So, ooh, there's actually like floors there. I'm gonna delete that. Okay, so this is what we can do in The Sims 4. It's probably how big it's gonna be. And then you guys can see the circular thing over here. What is this? Where is the circular? Okay, there's this circular thing over here that's pretty much, yeah, that's your dome, you guys. That is how the domes in The Sims 4 are gonna look like. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but yeah, that's what we have to work with. So yeah, okay, and I'm not complaining. I'm honestly not. It's kind of fun to work with it though, so yeah, it's kind of fun to like click and drag. I am surprisingly enjoying the whole click and drag aspect of The Sims 4 a lot. So yeah, kudos to the Sims team for thinking of that, and yeah. Okay, it looks bizarre, but I remember like having some walls exposed like that. Awesome, and I do want to put like a trim over there if I can. Hopefully I can. Oh, come on, or a freeze. Let's do this type of wall, I guess. Okay, so the roof actually followed, so that's really cool. Seriously though, like, can we make it like the smallest one? And then let's see if, I'm pretty sure you have to be able to put something. Come on, are you freaking kidding me? You've got to be freaking kidding me, right? No. Let's see here. Click on the wall and then click on that, and then maybe we can just make the tallest dome ever. Yeah, that looks weird. So let's just make this in the middle, the medium wall, I guess that's what they want to call it. And then we are going to color, oh my god, the color scheme is going to be very similar to the Trianon. So this is going to be freaking interesting. And even the plan of it as well is going to be very similar, so yay me. Yeah. For now I'm going to keep the roof like that because I'm still going to be painting the building, so yeah. And then we're going to put the roof over there. It is actually a pediment, and you know, pediments are really difficult to describe to you guys, especially for those people who are not familiar with what they are, but those are pretty much the roofs that you see on that part of the house. So yeah, and then let's of course lower this a little bit. Let's see here, probably that's okay, maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, that's fine. And I actually have to, okay, let's see if this works actually. This never wanted to work for any other simmers. I saw one of the house building videos, and then she was trying to make it like that, but it didn't want to work. So, and it really doesn't want to work at all. So yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that. But anyway, for the eaves, maybe like that. You know what, let's just stick with the default one. And I don't know how we're gonna how we're gonna work our way out of that though, because you know, every time people want to do something creative and try to experiment with roofs, we're stuck with things that happen in default. So I wish we had more options. You know, the Sims team, the Sims 4 team in particular, do have a lot of time to, you know, improvise and to probably even, you know, come up with some really creative and awesome solutions to some of the problems that we have. So I can't wait. And then we're pretty much just gonna repeat the whole entire thing. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys by this point are probably freaking bored or like watching other people's LPs. So yeah, I really am curious to hear what you guys wanna see from me, and like how long are you guys willing to spend on a video. You know, I personally like really long videos, especially for the simmers that I liked, just because you know, it gives me a lot of time to, you know, draw. I like to draw, you guys, and I also like to, oops, wrong thing. I also like to just, you know, browse the web or just even play on my phone and watch other people's LPs. That's literally like my life though, so yeah. Sad life, you guys. Freaking depressing. But anyway, that's that. Alright, we're gonna decorate that a little bit later on, but it is a massive house though. So anyway, this thing needs to be shorter. Yeah, it really doesn't look right. I wish it was more of a circle than a square, but yeah, that's what we have for The Sims 4, and that's what we have to work with. So let's try to do some painting now. Yay! Oh my god, I'm probably gonna paint it the same color as the triangle, so yeah, I literally cannot find any paint that would work. What I want, oh, this one looks nice. Oh, but I can't change it. Oh, that would have been so perfect though. Industrial interest, and it's red, so I just want to have like a peachy orange color. This would have been so freaking perfect though, but anyway, oh, that's perfect. Yay, I love that. Now I have a problem with placing it on the second floor though, because oh, ruin my freaking life. But anyway, ooh, that's a beautiful color. Beautiful. Oh, that's actually quite beautiful as well. Maybe I should go with that. Yes, at least now it has a different paint from the Trianon, so yay. I wish it would come with like, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm liking this one a little bit better. It's almost the same color though, so yeah. The other one's a little bit more orangey, which I don't like because actually the actual color of this house is more on the white, beige type of colors, so yeah. And then this one as well, yes. And I wish the columns can be recolored as well into much more closer. This one actually looks beautiful. So let's go with that for now, and it does match like the hint of red that we have in the bricks. And I'm totally just improvising here, you guys, because, you know, there's no way that I can completely recreate the actual house in The Sims. So I'm just trying my best to give you guys the effects. Okay, and the next thing that we're gonna do is color the roofs, of course, a nice terracotta tile. Let's see here. I'm not so sure. It was probably like more on this color. Oh my god, that's too kind of flashy. Yeah, that works. Maybe that. Does that look weird, you guys? Yeah, let's do the deep red one. Oh, it's beginning to look more and more like the building, so yay. It is quite large though. Yeah, I will tell you guys that it is quite large. I'm thinking of probably scaling it down or something. What do you guys think? It's really big. And it's just one square block, so I'm not so sure. You know what, let me look at the plan here really quickly and see what we can change. I'm not so sure. I'm really confused and I really don't know what I want to do, so let's stick with that for now, and hopefully everything turns out for the best. I freaking hope to God that everything works well for us, but anyway, let's put that there. Awesome. And then can we put this like there or something? Oh, that's beautiful. Or maybe we can actually put one of these. What do you guys think? Over there, I guess. Oh. Like that? What do you guys think of that? I like the other one better, just because I think it had a little bit more impact. Oh my god, I'm like talking nonsense. I just really like how it looked like better. Yeah, a little bit more. Let's do that, and then let's do that as well over there. Yeah, it looks better actually, and I actually don't mind it now with all the tiles and stuff. So yeah, and then like that, and then like that as well. I wish we can place these things like manually. I think that would be so freaking awesome. Like, you can actually draw them similar to how you would draw fences and stuff, but I think that would be asking too pretty much, and that would be probably impossible. So anyway, let's just put this thing, and then it could be this color. Okay, awesome. Oh, and I could even put that there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, maybe this one. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think the other one had a little bit more pizzazz to it. So, and we can't change the color, so yeah, I guess we're gonna stick with our original choice. Okay, that one, and then this one as well. The house is looking a lot more orange than I would have liked, and that I was expecting. Oh, that actually looks gorgeous now. Woo, woot woot. Oh, you know what? How do I delete this actually? How do I remove this? Like how? I don't know. I'm thinking of probably putting like a fence there. This one fence I actually really liked. So let's see how it works there. It's almost the same effect though. It's almost the same effect. So let's see here. Like that. What do you guys think? Which one looks better? I think the roof trim looks a little bit better just because it is a little bit brighter and it draws the attention. Yeah, it really pulls attention to the details that we added. But anyway, please tell me it has like a stucco type of thing. Oh my god, is this it? I'm thinking that's it. I want a more elaborate foundation though, so okay, as usual, it doesn't come in a color that I want, so I'm just gonna go with this one. This is actually like, I'm pretty much using everything that I used for the freaking Trianon, and yes. So yeah, I hope you guys like don't hate it. I mean, it's not bad actually. It's actually quite a nice looking home. You know, probably if you guys asked me, my only problem with this one is that it's a little bit too freaking large. Like, it is kind of gigantic actually. And you know, considering that it is a square, yeah, it is quite large. But anyway, what else do we need to do? Okay, let's do the stairs first. Okay, obviously they're gonna be these ones. Yeah, probably, I don't know. Let's do that later on. Like, so freaking indecisive. But the Villa Rotonda, I'm forgetting what it's called already. It has like one window over there. But now that I'm looking at it, I think we can even like get away with putting two. So hopefully that will be better, and that would like, I don't know. But still, I still hope that we can still achieve the effect that we want. Which one is better for you guys? Yeah, that's better, I guess. So we're just gonna put two windows, I guess, instead of just one. And yes, the windows are gonna be open. And I'm thinking of placing bedrooms in this areas is actually, so this is gonna be freaking interesting. Or maybe dining rooms or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. It is starting to look beautiful though. Honestly, I think the windows really did do a lot to show off, like, I don't know, a lot of detail, I guess, that is in the house. So yeah. So far, I really like how it looks. It is a little bit open though, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then I'm thinking that this is probably the only other one that I can use. Or maybe not. Yep, it's probably it. Yeah, ooh, yeah. I guess We can't use anything else. Yeah, we can't use anything else. We're gonna go with that one. Let's see here. So that one, and then let's just choose the color that best works with what we have, which is probably that one. The exact same color scheme that we have for the freaking Trianon, but whatever. I guess it speaks a lot of like my design aesthetic. You know what? I don't like how it's like too open and stuff. Yeah, let's make it just a one. I think that's a little bit better. I'm kind of sad that we're getting rid of the windows, but yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I think it looks more like the actual building itself. So, you know, in that sense, I'm really happy with what we did. I'm just trying to be as authentic as possible, even though many of you guys actually agreed that making, you know, replicas in The Sims of real life houses is actually more difficult than coming up with your own design, and or like it's more difficult because you have to keep returning back to your source material and making sure that you're doing it justice, and that is exactly what I'm doing now. So hopefully you guys are agreeing with me, and yeah. I would really want to hear from you guys, and definitely it is a more complicated building than the Trianon, so yeah, it's probably gonna take longer, this series, but okay, so we are going to place these Greco-Roman columns. Perfect. It does look very Greek and Roman though, so yay, I guess. Check grid and stuff. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's just put the walls down so that it can, yeah, that works, and then like that, and then like that, and then like that. It's gorgeous. I love the effect of the columns, and you know, my game is not even on high settings, so if it looks good right now, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys who are watching this, and then you guys who actually have freaking amazing badass computers, probably the building is gonna look so much better for you guys. So that's that. Very, very Greek and Roman looking, so I'm really, ooh, okay, lopsided alert. I hate lopsided stuff. Okay, that works. Okay, awesome, awesome. And I'm thinking of putting some windows over here as well, just because it is a little bit bare. So let's look at some 2x2 windows, I guess. Ooh, these are, yeah, they're freaking ugly. Sorry, but they're kind of just ugly. Maybe that. What do you guys think? I don't know. Is that nice? Like, what do you guys think? That actually kind of looks weird. It looks like the building has eyes. It looks like it has eyes. It looks like it's staring at you, so I didn't go for that. Okay, let's go with this. It's kind of cute, I guess. Yeah, it's okay. It works. It works. And then where did I put that again? Okay, over here. And then over here as well, it's pretty much just the same thing, you know, it's like the same routine and stuff. I wish I can place like some sculptures. You know what, let's actually check that out. Okay, here we go. In roof sculptures, actually. Ooh, can I put that? Oh my god, yes I can. Ooh, this one looks really pretty. Oh, oh my god. I'm totally gonna place that there, and it matches our thing. Yes, it matches. Even though the real thing probably does not have that, but whatever. Okay, let's. Yeah, that's pushing it, I guess, a little. Maybe we can put a chimney, actually. I don't know. Let's try. Can it be at the center? I'm gonna be so happy. Oh my god. It kind of looks weird. Looks a little bit weird, even though the real thing actually has like some sculptures over here on the side, so maybe we can get away with saying that that's what that is for, I guess. I don't know. Now it kind of looks like the Pantheon a little bit, so not so sure. Maybe we can just get away with placing some sculptures there. I doubt it though, but let's just try, I guess. Let's go to decorations and let's see here, sculptures, and then I hope that it can be placed. Yeah, you can't place it, and even if we scale it up, I'm thinking we still can't place it because we don't have like, oh, that would have been so perfect though. Anyway, it does have some sculptures over here, so I'm just gonna look for something that would fit there. very friendly looking sculptures actually. I was looking for like a lion or something, I don't know. So yeah, we really don't have anything. Let's just go for, I saw like a dog or something there earlier. I could have sworn I saw something like a dog or some crap like that. There we go. The On the Hunt statuette, and it's gonna be in this color, I guess. It is quite dark though, so maybe like that. Okay, that kind of works, and it's going to be that big. Yeah, it looks great. Or maybe even a little bit bigger. See here? Okay, that size is almost perfect, so yay. And then it goes back to the small size again. And yes, like that. Ooh, it's quite large now. Okay. Is that the same size? Yes, it is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I don't like how it's like a kind of copper type of color, but really, do we have a choice? It's four sizes up, right? I'm just making sure. Yeah, it is. Yep. I should really just copy all these rooms, but that would take much more time because I have to save it in my library, and I have to save it to the gallery, and I have to like modify the room so that each one would work. So I'm just winging it, you guys. I'm just doing this manually in real time, and hopefully you guys don't hate it. So far, I'm not so sure. Maybe the channel had like positive feedback because like more people wanted to watch it, or like more people like Versailles than they like Italy. I doubt it though. These are some of the most visited countries in the world, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like a good fan base for this building. But anyway, I'm just talking randomly. Okay. However, I really do like this resized sheet though. I really do. I think it's freaking awesome. I think they were really creative by adding this to the game. I don't like how it only applies to things that your Sims can't interact with. I wish it also applied to even just the windows and stuff. That would have been so amazing, you know. Sometimes I like a window, and if it doesn't come in a color that I want, I would usually end up not using it. So, you know, I wish it would happen like that. But anyway, let's do that, or maybe just that. Oh no, I don't like that. Let's do that, I guess. Quite lovely, I guess, if I do say so myself. And then we're gonna do that all over that as well. I can't wait to see, or I can't wait to hear what you guys have to think. And one thing that I also really like in The Sims 4 is that you can actually just, you know, move the building. And you guys see me do that all the freaking time, you know, so yay. And there's gonna be some stairs there as well, so can't wait, I can't wait. And then of course for the last one, the foundation actually looks really good. I wish it was a different color. I wish it was a more similar color to what we have, but whatever, life sucks, you know. Yeah, sometimes you just have to work with what you have, and I think that speaks a lot about how The Sims 4 is gonna be working for us, because, you know, definitely, and, you know, I hope you guys don't hate me for saying this, but James, the Sim Supply, even said this himself, and he is like super close to EA. He did say that The Sims 4 is quite limited, and I agree with him. However, I don't necessarily think that that is a terribly bad thing. I think that, you know, sometimes we just have to be creative with what we do, and, you know, I'm pretty sure with the community that we have, we are going to be able to come up with things that are just stunning and amazing. So that is how the stairs is gonna. I love how we said that line, by the way. I'm just, okay, pat myself on the back, you know, I'm selling The Sims 4 now. But honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with this game so far, so yay, I guess. Kudos to EA for like the fun. Oh my god, oh my friggin' god. Okay, we need to extend this. Yeah, ay. See, and it's that easy to you know, manipulate all the things that's like wrong and stuff. you can just do that, and you know, no need to demolish your things. And you know, unlike The Sims 3 where you literally demolished everything, you can just click and drag. And I think this is why it appeals to many people, is because that you know, you know, right now people no longer see The Sims as a building simulation game. It is more of a life simulation, and I think that's really cool, because I guess for the longest time it was people stayed away from it because they thought that it was like a building program or something like that, but now it's not. So yay. Anyway, so that is it for the exterior. Hopefully we're probably gonna do some minor changes to it as well, and see. Oh, we have to add like some floors as well. I totally forgot. Okay, I think that I'm guessing that that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. And I wish we can add some sculptures there, but I guess we can't. Let's see here. No, we don't need those. Okay, let's decide on a floor that we're gonna put for the outside, because that's also like kind of a major decision. That looks gorgeous. This one looks, oh my god, that looks freaking gorgeous. I'm just, wow, it looks freaking gorgeous, you guys. I'm not even sure what color I want it to be in. Maybe that. Maybe that. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go with that for now. Or just, I don't know, like that? I guess that's fine. You know, it's a very, I guess right now it's looking really, really Greek or Roman, which is totally fine for me. Yeah. And let's see here. Over here, I kind of want to put like a different type of floor. So let's go for just a solid color, I guess. Where is that one black one that I like? Maybe in stone. Okay, there we go. There he is. Oh, maybe like that actually. You know what? Let's not make this complicated. Let's make this as easy for me as possible, and then let's put that. Awesome! I like it so far. Oh my god. So okay, we also need to add the doors as well, and yeah. I guess after we do that, we can probably wrap up this part. So let's just add, ooh, what is that? I'm like, what? I just saw something. Okay, it's the roof. And then we can now add the doors. I'm really thinking of like not even bother putting any, you know, any rooms on the second floor. What do you guys think? Is that fine? And then let's put the other door over here as well. And we can actually place 3 of these. Perfect. And then over here as well. You guys can see that it is gonna be a very open house actually. It's gonna be very open. It's gonna have like a very airy feel to it. And I can't wait for you guys to see this. And I can't wait to hear what you guys also have to say as well. Can we put that there? What do you guys think? It's kind of weird though, because if I put that window there, it's gonna look weird. Because, you know, it's kind of open, and it's also kind of not, so, oh, I hope I'm making sense. But I guess that does look a little bit better. Very Trianon though. I'm like, oh my god, I'm never getting away from that. I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure this out a little bit later on, but I'm just gonna do that for now. And yeah, okay, that is going to be it for this part. Okay guys, so I'm going to wrap it right here. So as usual, you know, if you guys like and favorite the video, it really does help me out a lot, so do so, please. And what else? As usual, all the links from my social media will be in the description below. If you guys want to follow me on my social media sites, all the links are over there. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching in this part. I just tried to keep it as short as possible, and I hope you guys really like the house that we built so far. So yes, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Freezer Bunny, and I will see you guys in the very next episode of Let's Build Something in The Sims 4. Okay guys, bye!